this machine. Printing some serial numbers next beside the black mark, and then CCD camera recognize that serial numbers for the automatic job changing. Then, after changing the job, the cutting heads will be moved, depends on the files, and also how many cuttings to use will be selected also automatically. So maybe you can send a job. That is just what you do for these machines. So it is very easier and it is very efficient to save some working time. And in case of the web guide, we selected the BST, BST web guide from the Germany. Sorry, do you know BTS? Okay, and that is a default, not an optional device. And also, it supports rewinder, a two rewinder, and lamination, and the slittings of the ring blade type, and also mattress remover. In case of the mattress remover, maybe we have some angle adjusted bar, so depends on some tensions or some materials. You can adjust some angle of the bar for easy mattress remover. In the cutting speed, according to our test, when we cut 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter squares, the speed was 9 meters per minute. And then maybe depends on the image, maybe you can increase or decrease the speed from the 9 meters. And also row diameter is 450 millimeter, and the row width is minimum 100 millimeter to maximum 350 millimeters. And the max label size is 350 millimeters by 600 millimeter. Yes. And the cutting accuracy is, oh, sorry, it was wrong. The accuracy is 0.05 millimeters because using with the CCD camera, the cutting correction is more correct than DuoBlade SX. So when we comparing the machine with the DuoBlade SX, you can see this table. The left side is our previous version, SX. Maybe we sold these machines maybe over 400 units so far. And now we will launch it, DuoBlade WX. Yes, like this. So in case of DuoBlade SX, it works with two blades, just two blades. And if you want, you can add up to 4 blades, but that is an optional. But in case of the DuoBlade WX, only 4 blades are default. And in case of the cutting speed, maybe SX is 6 meters per minute, and the WX is 9 meters per minute. And the row diameter is the same. And the row core size is, you can change it if you need. Just when you're ordering, you can tell me which bobbin has to be which size. You can tell me, then we can change it. Hello guys, sorry. Can you see my screen?
No, I can't see it. Only in the small.
Oh, really? Sorry, I need to some chat.
Oh. Yeah, cannot see the presentation.
Yeah, okay. 안 보이는데, 뭐지? Okay, just a moment, please. Sorry, I'm back.
Drupa.
Window. Okay, guys, can you see my screen now?
Now everything is bigger, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then let's see the comparison table between SX and WX. So left side is regarding the SX and the right side is regarding the WX. So basically the SX is working with the 2 blades, and then you can edit the blade up to 4, but that is an optional. And the WX, just as a default, there are just 4 blades. And the cutting speed is, I think 8 meters is, I think less than 8 meters. So we can say that maybe 6 meters per minute, standard of the 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter rectangle. And the WX, 9 meters per minute. And the roll core size is the same. So in case of the WX, you can also change it from 3 to 1 or 2 or other inches, but you have to tell us when you're ordering these machines. And also label size we can cut is in SX, maybe 320 millimeters by 400 millimeters, and WX 350 millimeters, and it's 600 millimeters we can cut it. And the sliters, SX and the WX, they have the same sliters, but type is a little bit different. Maybe SX is using dragging type, but you can change it to a round one when you're ordering. And WX is fixed with the ring types. And also lamination and mattress remover, both can support it. But in case of the mattress remover in WX, you can change the angle depends on. That is a little bit different. And registration mark. SX needs two registration marks to find the cutting position and the correct of the cutting position. But DuoBlade WX, we need just one blank mark. And this is the biggest difference between these machines. Variable data cutting means automatic job changing. So as I told you before, just with some serial numbers, 4-digit serial numbers, we can change the job automatically at a time. Whenever changing the job, all settings of the cutting heads will be changed automatically, like from distance of each cutting head or some position, and how many cutting heads to use depends on the label count. And also interface is the same. Yeah, TCP/IP and a USB. And the supported format type is PDF and the DSF. And also PDF format will be supported very soon. And we have a shitter in WX built-in system, and that is an optional machine. So maybe you can use that roll to roll and the roll to sheet. Yeah. And also DuoBlade SX doesn't have a PC, but WX has embedded PCs. So maybe you don't have to install any software or install any settings. So when we deliver the machines, when we have a test with your machines, we installed all software with some values for your machines. And also in the web guide, SX has just 2 tracking sensors for guiding the web, but WX, we installed the BST web guide as a default, so maybe the straightness is more correct than the DuoBlade SX, and also it's very easy to control. Okay, so Subin, are you ready? Okay. Then we're gonna show you the components of the machine first. Okay, can you please show us from the left side? I'm gonna show them from the power. Yeah, left side. Okay, there are a few buttons and power. This is main power and the die cutting power and the shitter power and some bulb power. Bulb means it's regarding the compressor, vacuum. And the upside button. Yes, this knob is okay. This is to control the tension and air of each bobbin. Okay, so rewinder or some mattress remover parts like this. And also you can see some knob. Okay, there is an emergency button, and this knob is control the mattress remover tension, means speed. And please go to the right side. All right, okay. These are about the vacuum values. Yeah. And downside, Jonathan, please. Yes. And this is also about the air and the tension control for each bar. Yeah. And that knob is to control the tension and speed of the lamination parts, and emergency button too. Okay. And then we're gonna show you from the unwinder and each part. Okay, this is our unwinder parts. It supports up to 450 millimeters, means 1 kilometers length. And go to the web guide. Yeah, this is just defaulted system from the BST. And yes, lamination parts, lamination unwinder and the rewinder and tension bar. So that is just remove the bed liner of the lamination films. And embedded PC. Yeah. And please show us the cutting station. Cutting station. No. Jonathan? Yes, okay. So this is our main cutting station. So you can see the 4 blades. Yes. So maybe whenever job is changing, the distance and or the which cutting head to use will be selected automatically. Yeah, depends on the settings. And also you can see the CCD camera. The CCD camera recognizes the serial numbers to start the job and also correct the cutting margin. And then knob is to adjust the contrast of the CCD camera brights. Yeah. Also, you can see the camera status on the software like this. Okay. And okay. And the mattress remover. Yeah. Can you show us the adjust bar? Yeah. Yes. So you can control the tension or some. Yes, like that. Okay. And next part is slitting. Okay. It is a ring type. There are 4 ring slitter as a default, and also you can edit it up to 15 slitters. It is the same with the DuoBlade SFs. And then we have 2 rewinders. Just one rewinder is as a default, and you can order the another rewinder as an optional. That is the first one. That is an optional device. And this is the second one, second rewinder. So when you're slitting, maybe if you need, you can roll the labels separately like this. And this is a shitter. Yeah, this is a built-in system and also optional device. And we uses the sensor. The sensor detects the gap between labels and then work it. Okay. And
Christine,
yes.
Can the sheeter be ordered, of course, also afterwards, or must the sheeter be ordered as an option together with the hardware at the beginning?
Oh, sorry, friends, I cannot hear you.
Is it possible, of course, to order the sheeter also afterwards?
Afterwards.
Or you must order the sheeter together at the beginning with the machine?
Oh, sorry, friends. Can you text it on the chatting window? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I think network status is not good.
Okay, I have done it. I can write it again.
Okay. Okay, please go to the software. Oh, sorry, maybe friends, questions, can the shifter also other than installation? Oh, no. It is a built-in, so maybe you have to tell us when you're ordering. It is not a module. Okay, in the main page of the cutting software, you can see the working list to cut, and also you can predict the cutting finishing time, because during the cutting, when you see the cutting software, you can see the estimated time for each job. So you can predict what time we can finish this job. It's very efficient. And also right side, okay, there is a window to check the camera status and some arrow buttons to move the materials and the cutting heads. And some menus to control the cutting head pressure here. Okay. And for editing, for sending cutting jobs, we need to select some cutting area to do. Subin, please go to revise page. Yes, when you select some of your cutting files and go to this edit window, you can set the cutting position, and also you can set the starting position of the cutting you want. Okay, and on the right side, The color means just each head. The color is, you can change the color, but that is just to distinguish which head is which color like this. So that is not important. So you can choose the head to use, or you can select the automatic cutting head selection at a time. Just the machine select which cutting heads we can use, depends on the file. And just put the values, how many cuttings do you want, and save these settings and go back to the main page to send the job. Okay, Subin, can you please go back to the main page and start the demonstrations? We're gonna show you from the row to row with variable job, automatic job changing. So during the operations, if you have any questions, you can text on the chatting window. Now it cuts 5 labels with the 4 blade. So 4 blade cuts just 4 labels, and another last cutting head cuts just the last one. Okay, now the speed is about 6 meters per minute. Okay, now it is time to change the job. After beep sound, the cutting head will be moved. Now distance is changed. Okay. And now it is set. It was set for 4 labels. And now the cutting holder was upgraded from the DuoBlade SS, a little bit changed. So the holder does not touch the paper, touch the labels. So maybe when we see the labels, there is no any scratches. And even on the backliner, there is no scratch too. Jonathan, can you remove the sticker, just 1 pieces, and show us the quality? Yeah. And also backliner, please. Yes, there's no any scratches, even without any some fine control of the cutting head. Yep. Now this material is art paper. It's very clear. Yes. Okay. Yep. And now we will show you the slitting works. Okay, slitting roller button. Okay. 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 Job changing again. Now 3 labels. And maybe this cutting speed will be close to the 9 meters or 10 meters. You will see. The distance was changed. Okay, like this. Okay, Jonathan? Please show me the cutting quality. This design has round scale and just sharp. 직각이 뭐라고 그러지? Sharp. Yes. Round and just sharpness. Yes. It's much better than the SS. Okay. Okay. And can you show me the shitter, please? Roll to sheet. Okay. Okay, we need a time to set up for the shitter, so please just wait a minute. In the meantime, do you have any questions so far? Oh, and you can see all status of the machines through the color bar in the software. Subin, don't be nervous. Okay. Okay, and who was in the job? Okay. Now it is working with row 2 sheets. The sounds means automatic job changing time. Okay, now it is cutting 2 labels in the shooting. Oh, whoa. Subin, can you make it? Can you show us the operation of the shooter with the slitting? Is it possible now? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, this is the main cutting pages, and this color bar means the status bar of the machines. There are three colors. Green is working well or ready, and yellow is running. Red is some error. And there are 3 tabs. The work list means just cutting list you send here, and completed list means just finishing job. So when you select some menu under this software, it means transfer menu, then your finishing job, your cutting job will be moved to the completed list after finishing the cutting. Okay. And cut number means how many cuts we send to the machine, and cut job means how many labels are cut so far, and estimated time is cutting finishing time. And last job means just last job. Subin? Okay, when you're ready, just tell me now. Okay. Okay. And this is other software menus. Main parameter and tension of each bar. And transfer means when we click the transfer, the cutting file will be moved to the completed list. And the start means just send the job. Test means just to test the cutting pressure when you start the machine. Edify means just to open the file. Front. Okay. And this arrow button is to move the materials and move the cutting head. And the 1, 2, 3, 4 blade means cutting head. So you can decrease or increase the cutting head pressure here. And the cut, bend, move is just setting value. And the distance is cutting head distance. It means minimum and the maximum distance between each cutting head. And the communication set means just the ports of the CCD camera. So I think all settings are done in the factory. So I think exception for some special case, you don't have to set any values here. This is the tension values of each bar, each bobbin. Yeah, this is speed settings about the cutting speed and move speed in the straight lines and some track speed to recognize the mark. And this is about the camera position. Yes, and also cutting position. And this page is in the revised page on the software. So you can choose the mode. The mark mode means with black mark. No mark means just produce some labels without, just to make blank labels. And the marker color, we can use 2 types, black or white. The mark size should be 4x4. That is our recommendation sizes. And this is for cutting head settings. Just cutting head 1, 2, 3, 4. You can change the color just to which head is which color. So this range is the distance between each head. So minimum 55, the maximum 190. It means from the cutting head, first cutting head to next cutting head. You can change this. And also you can choose which cutting head you can use by checking the box, or you can or if you want to use this by automatically, then you can choose just only this bar, only this checkbox, auto adjust distance. And how many cutting jobs do you want? You can put the value here. I'm sorry, file number is just serial numbers. Serial numbers means job numbers, and then how many cutting jobs? You can put values here. And this is a cutting area. So click this icon and then dragging and select some area to cut and then save it. Oh, the color means which cutting has cut which labels. And this is the status bar of the camera. In case of the blank mark, the recommendation size is 4x4 millimeter, and the serial numbers should be 6 points. 6 points and Arial fonts. And the distance between blank mark to these serial numbers has to be 0.6 millimeters. That's a rule. Yes, this is the whole screen of the revised page. So in this case, this color, this part will be cut by cutting head, the first cutting head, and this navy color will be cut by second cutting head like this. And this file number means serial numbers, these numbers. So put that number here and label cutting numbers. This is the main page. Okay. Jonathan? Do you need a time more? Are you ready? No? Sir, please give me a second. Test? Okay. During waiting for the demonstrations, hey guys, do you have any questions so far? Now our engineer is setting the shitter and the slitting, but we need a time more. Hi Janet, but we will record again because now the status of the network is not good, so we will record it with a high resolution later, and then we will share with you. Okay, now it is working. Oh, you're welcome. Shifter and slitting. Hi Janet, do you have other questions? Okay.
Christine, is your video off?
Video off?
Yeah, I cannot see the video.
Jonathan? Can you check the camera, please? But I can see this camera. Elias, can you see this screen now?
I see only one screen with a video, but your screen, no.
No. I mean operation.
Operation, yes, I see.
Okay. Action.
Okay, then let me rejoin.
Okay. Subin, can you show us more? Oh, okay, we need to change the settings because the label length is changed. Okay, please close up slitting and the shitter. Okay. Okay, please show me the results. Jonathan?
Yeah.
Can you show us the labels after slitting and shifting?
Pardon?
I want to show the cutted label to our customers. The result after slitting and shifting. Yes. Okay. And please remove the one labels and fold it. I want to show you the quality of the circle, how it perfect. Yes. No scratches on the belt liner end. Okay, when you fold it, the circle labels, there's no big differences. So it is much better quality comparing with the other SS or other Scorpios, or some couple labels. Okay, so far, maybe all demonstrations are finished. Jonathan?
Yeah.
How long do you need to wait? 3 minutes? 3 days? 3 years? 2 minutes? Okay. Can I wait for 2 minutes? Okay, now it is working. Now the cutting speed is close to 9 meters per minute or more than. Okay, job changing time. Head moved automatically. And it cuts 2 labels. Finish? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, Aima, how was it? Do you have some questions? Round? Yeah. And the sharpness. Okay. We printed these images from the Visa Press and the cuts from the DuoBlade WX. Okay. Oh, the LCD is the control panel of the shooter. Yeah. Okay, so all demonstrations are finished for Virtual Drupa. Thank you for visiting our booth and seeing our machines. And if you have any additional questions or you need some samples of our printing or some cutting samples, then you can ask us by email or text me WhatsApp. Can we close the window, guys? Thank you. Have a thank you. Have a nice weekend. Thank you.